So for me, growing up as a fan of all comics, we always saw DC versus Marvel, which meant you pretty much had Batman versus Superman or Batman versus Spider-Man. But either way it went as a child and a millennial, I always wanted to say, I'm Batman. And now we have that actually opportunity to look at the Bruce Wayne. Yes, the 2024 release. This is going to be one of the most modern releases for Rolex that you would find when it comes to the GMT Master II. And it was one that I was absolutely shocked to see when it was released. I love the colorway that they actually did. And I feel like they did an amazing job of keeping it simple, but actually giving it a little bit more flavor, a little more flair than what you normally would find. For the GMT Master II, we all know kind of the story of how things went, how Rolex was actually commissioned by Pan Am. They needed a piece that was actually going to blah, blah, blah. And that was so much fun, and it was definitely needed for its time because it did help. It helped with the pilots, and their divorce rate was what the purpose was, so that they could have multiple time zones, easily look at it and know what was going on activity-wise with their families. Remember, this is before cell phones. This is before the opportunity to just easily text or say, how are you or what are you doing? One of the most popular things during that time, or greatest things, was just to have a PLB on your plane, a personal locator beacon. But now when we look at what Rolex has done, because that is no longer the focus. Now the focus is you. What can we give to the consumers? How can we prove to ourselves and to our customers that we are continuously making innovative steps to actually approach the next level? Well, they did it on this piece. We just went from the 116, which gave us the all black bezel with the green hand. Everybody actually enjoyed it. Very simplistic, very modern. Moving into the 126, and this watch definitely stands out. I love the fact that they actually released it on both, so I do get the option of having the Oyster bracelet or the Jubilee. And that raises my first question. Which one stands out most to you? Which one would you even say fits best in your collection? Because even though it's just that one simple change, it makes a whole world of a difference. And the reason that it does is those two simple features and two simple colors that they're actually giving you on the bezel itself. When we say Bruce Wayne, no one takes the time to think of the fact that they really did change the colors on this, and it is now colored, is what we would actually say. And the name, when you actually look at it, the gris noir, which is just meaning gray and black in English, is a nice way to actually complement the nickname that the watch received by calling it the Bruce Wayne. For myself, I even like to call the Oyster bracelet the Dark Knight, just because I feel as though that one gives me a little bit calmer feel to it. It's a little bit more relaxed with the Oyster bracelet. I feel comfortable wearing that with a nice pair of shorts, with a polo shirt or anything else. But with the Bruce Wayne, as we all say, and I like to speak up for the Jubilee bracelet, I do feel like that is a piece that I can actually put on with a full suit. It's gonna look fantastic in a tuxedo, but I also can, see myself on the water with that one, but with a little bit more elegant vibe, when I just wanna feel a little bit more je ne sais quoi for myself. I just want it to give me that extra oomph. And I actually get that when I put on that Jubilee bracelet. But not everyone is the same. So that is a big and important question for us. The other thing that really stands out to me when I look at this watch is the fact that by actually choosing that stone gray and going with the black, it really serves its purpose in saying that one represents the day and the other color represents the night, because it's giving me that tone difference. I feel that it still keeps its simplicity, so you can actually downplay the watch and keep it a little bit more conservative if you would like, again, by putting it on the Oyster bracelet, or I get that extra piece of accent with that Jubilee bracelet. But we want to know how you feel, so you have to share it with us here in the comments below at SwissWatchExpo. And for those who are tuned in for the how-to video, continue to watch. You're going to enjoy what's next.